Hello, my siblings in Christ. I am Pastor Kristin Engstrom, an ELCA global missionary whom your congregation generously supports. So I would like to say to you, thank you for your support of my work as an ELCA global missionary, or in the Nyanja language of Zambia, Zikuomo, or in the Lunda language, Tunasakililukmoen. From 2016 to 2020, I served as a missionary in Senegal, in far western Africa. You can see it circled there on your screen, the light pink country. And in Senegal, I was the ELCA Young Adults in Global Mission Program country coordinator for 4 years. But when COVID came and the YAGM program was put on pause, I was invited to consider a new call in Zambia, in southern Africa, which is also circled. It's the bright pink country in southern Africa. And in February of 2022, I came to Zambia to serve with the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Zambia as the facilitator for leadership development and capacity building. My work here in Zambia has 3 parts to it. The first is congregational development and capacity building. So trying to lift up leaders in their congregations, equipping them so that they can lead their congregations, so that they have the skills to be good leaders to move their congregations forward. And so you see a picture here of women gathered around the Bible. That is from a women's conference earlier this year where I led a Bible study on Jesus as a leader. And in this conference, we had 60 women and about 8 Bibles, maybe about 15 women who could read well. And so the women were a little afraid when I asked them to do a Bible study, but they rose to the challenge. And in their small groups, they took the Bible passage, they read it aloud to make sure everyone could hear the story. They discussed it together to make sure everyone understood, and then together they made sure everyone got to respond and have an opinion about Jesus as a leader in this story. And that is not always normal in the church, but we worked really hard, and these women worked hard to make sure everyone was heard so that everyone could return to their congregation and then share with others what they had learned and lead others in discussing how to be a leader in the church. I also work in student leadership development. There's about 21 students in the Lutheran Church in Zambia who receive scholarships from either the ELCA or Lutheran World Federation, and about 15 of those are studying theology. So I meet during the year with every one of those students to talk about what they're learning and how what they're learning and the gifts they're developing can be shared with the church so that they can help move the church forward and become a more confident church. You also will see on the bottom a picture of 3 students. 2 of those students are already ordained pastors, but they're currently studying at a Presbyterian seminary. And so I go and meet with them 4 times a year at least to discuss what they're learning, how they can understand that through a Lutheran lens, so that when they return to their congregations, they can teach and share with their congregants what it means to be Lutheran and how to lead in the Lutheran tradition. And then the last area that I work on is administrative leadership, planning, and development. And in this picture, you see me, and on the left hand, on the side of me, in the blue sport jacket, is Senior Pastor Jeffrey Japal. Next to him, General Secretary Reverend Matilda Banda, and on the other side is Mr. Mapulanga, the treasurer. And we work together to make sure to try and form a vision and a way forward for the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Zambia, and also to make sure that we are all communicating and sharing the leadership of the church together so that this church can move forward together. And so that is a little snapshot of what I get to do as an ELCA Global Missionary. So thank you again for your support. You can also see on the screen some other ways you can follow me and find out more about the work that I do as an ELCA Global Missionary. God bless you. Mulungu akudaliseni.